Morning, Steve Fried in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, we have a lot of different news to digest in each of the markets right now. I think overnight prices, nearby beans and meal continue to firm. Corn's down a little bit, wheat's down a little bit. I think that number one is that the market was still concerned about deflation, lower commodity prices, higher equity prices. Goldman Sachs just put out recommendations that they are bullish equities and bearish commodities for the next 3 months. In the individual markets, in the beans, you've got tight U.S. old crop situation that's really firming up the domestic basis. You also have some concerns of domestic meal users and even meal users in Europe that they're not going to be able to get the supplies they needed in the short run. But on the other side of the coin, we continue to see talk about China and maybe needing less beans right now than normal. There are also some talk of concern that once Brazil logistic problems are improved, too many beans will be on the way to China and they'll not be able to satisfy that. So there's talk that they may wash out some Brazil cargoes and may even roll some of the old crop U.S. soybean open sales to new crop, and that kind of gives a mixed trade in the bean market. Over in corn, the weather maps changed this morning. There is a system that's going through the Midwest and kind of exiting out the east today. There'll be another system across the central Midwest over the weekend, and another system mid next week, and possibly another system next weekend. This rain event is going to slow the corn planting pace, but the world corn numbers, are still bearish at this time. So we'll see, how traders handle this change in the weather maps. Over in the wheat, some cold temperatures overnight across the hard red winter wheat areas may have stressed the hard red winter wheat crop. We're not trading that yet. It'll take time to assess the damage, but let's say about 30% of the wheat in the areas that got cold last night were in the jointing stage, which the wheat head is above the ground and susceptible to damage if it gets too cold. But we are hearing that world wheat prices are declining. Russia's offering a little bit of old crop wheat at lower prices. Ukraine may lift its cap on wheat exports. Although the numbers that they could export is small, that and improved weather in Europe is really weighing on the Matif French wheat futures market, and it's offering some resistance to us. So again, a lot of mixed news. I think in general, the old crop bean and meal market should continue to firm, and we'll just have to watch new crops and see if there's any bounce. In the good old days, the news that we're seeing here, from especially on the weather-wise, would allow the markets to bounce. We did get an example yesterday of the new days in which the rumor out of the AP of an explosion at the White House triggered machine selling into the S&Ps for 1 to 2 minutes on a sharply lower trade. When the AP came out and said their system was hacked and that it was not true, the market came right back. So we're just kind of wondering if that machine trading is a new normal. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services, and have a safe and profitable trading day.